Hey all, my name is Benjamin Carcich. I am with Building Better Games. To find out more about me elsewhere, just know that I'm someone who works with leaders in games. I try to help leaders do a better job leading their teams, shipping great games. And as a result of that, I'm now collaborating with Favreau a little bit. Favreau is my preferred work management system over all the other ones out there. I like its high degree of flexibility, the customizability. There's some cool things I think you can do with Favreau. It's just lightweight. It's really lightweight. And so for a startup, for someone who's got something very small running, I think it's a great place to kick off. I think it actually follows you way more than people believe. I think everybody always thinks you need to switch to some more, I don't know what they call it, structured or I just view them as these behemoths that end up taking over your entire organization. I don't think you ever need to do that. But when you're getting started, especially something lightweight and simple, can be very helpful. So I like Favreau for that. And this is for people who are trying to build games. They're either it's an R&D project within a larger company, it might be a startup, maybe even in just an indie project. Where do you start when it comes to process and simple systems that'll get you moving in the right direction? Let's say you're in production or getting closer to launch, or you're just more than 15 people anywhere in dev. Now I'd recommend basically the full stack of this. So again, we start with a game vision. This is always where we start. It is the most important thing. It is the thing that we always forget. It's the thing that gets out of date. It's supposed to align the team so we're all making better decisions. Make sure you have a game vision. That game vision, in the README that I'll provide with this, I have some things that you should avoid around the game vision. Be very careful of not falling into some traps around it. But broadly, this is the impact we want our game to have. This is the player we're trying to attract and these sorts of things. So now we have the game vision. We're connecting it to the player experience we're trying to create. We're going through that step by step. And then we connect into development. There might be multiple development workflows here because as you get larger, you may have multiple teams. You can easily break them into completely different boards. In Favreau, this is pretty trivial. And then you're also going to have your playtesting board. You probably do have an investor playtest now or a stakeholder playtest, these sorts of things. And finally, I would also say that as you're getting into this space, you should be thinking about community and marketing. So those are the different boards I would use depending on where you're at in development. Again, guidelines, not rules. You can pick and choose. You can build your own. One of the things I like about Favreau is how customizable it is, how easily it can move across these things. So there's a quick guide to get you going on this. Last thing I'll note, I always have an escaped bug backlog living somewhere. You can build that in Favreau. It works just fine. It's very customizable. And I think you keep track of those bugs. Don't let that backlog grow too big when it comes to stuff that really negatively impacts the experience you're having. If you do all these things well, I think you're going to be off on a better foot than many studios out there that think that building games is all about just throwing a bunch of features and assets together and hoping that it all comes together. So think about this better. You're going to have a better shot at succeeding. All right. Hope this has been helpful. If you haven't, check out Favreau. I think it's a great tool. I think it should get more attention than it does. It's all really customizable.